Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a little bit of a different video. So not necessarily a makeup tutorial or get ready with me or a beauty video or anything like that, but I wanted to take today to talk about ways I de-stress and how I de-stress. My goal for my channel was to always do stuff besides beauty, like lifestyle, etc. And this is a video that kind of gathered up ideas for a while now, and I want to share with you all the different ways that I cope with stress in my life, whether that be from work or home or family, just ways that help me when I'm going through a hard time or when I feel like the world is like falling on my face or on my head. So yeah, hopefully you guys will learn something from this, or if you know of ways that I haven't mentioned, please feel free to leave them down below. I'm always looking for different ways and new ways to incorporate stress relief into my life. And if you're not already, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you know when I post. I do a full-time job. I work actually 45 hours a week, but I still try to post Wednesdays and Saturdays just because I like doing this so much. So yeah, if you give me a thumbs up, that would be really appreciated. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so my first thing that I want to mention that is probably one of the most obvious things are essential oils. I have a ton of essential oils. Some of these are really easily accessible. I got them from Amazon, like these little blends right here that actually aren't necessarily just one essential oil. They're kind of like mixtures of, you know, different herbs and variations to kind of put into like one blend. Like this is the Health Shield version. They have stress relief, breathe right, good night, headache, deep muscle. These are really good, and I put them into my diffuser, which I don't know if you can see. Let's see if I can show you my frame. It's that thing right there on my nightstand, that white thing. That thing on the left is my brush cleaner. Kind of looks like something else, doesn't it? But no, it's not that, okay? That is my essential oil diffuser that I will put on every single night before I go to bed, and I love that because it just turns off automatically, so you don't have to worry about getting out of bed and turning it off. Like, you literally go to sleep with it kind of diffusing oils into the air. So yeah, as I was saying, I do like these, and you can get all of these on Amazon, including the diffuser, but my favorite way to use essential oils is by itself. So I have a bunch in here. I have lavender, lemongrass, sweet orange oil, and tea tree, and these are just plain scents that you can kind of use at your discretion, maybe not for one purpose or maybe for multiple purposes. But lavender, I'm just going to tell you my experience. Lavender is really good for calming you down, going to sleep. Lemongrass is actually an oil that I don't use all too much by myself, but I actually went and got a massage yesterday, and my masseuse was like, smell 3 of these oils, and she didn't tell me which was which. So she was like, one of them's going to stand out to you, that's going to be like the most ideal one that you're going to want to use, and it turned out to be lemongrass. So she was like, okay, you want energy today, you want healing, you want a lot of pressure, and I was like, I guess, yeah. But this is a very invigorating scent. Ooh, I just got some on my nose. I would say I use this for like a pick-me-up. Same with peppermint oil. I don't have that with me right now. Eucalyptus is on my nightstand. Eucalyptus is probably my favorite like stress relief. That's the word. It's my favorite stress relief oil that I really just love and get so many different uses and purposes from. Another thing I wanted to mention is a massage. The massage I just talked about, I actually got on Groupon. You can get a lot of really affordable Groupon massages and facial treatments. Like, I go get a facial once a month, and now I'm starting to consider getting a massage maybe every 2 months, because after the Groupon pricing it gets pretty expensive. But I genuinely believe like massages are another thing that you may think you don't need, but when they go in there and they work all those knots out, you just feel like $1,000,000 afterwards. And I think it's worth the splurge, the Groupon splurge, if you will, maybe once in a while, because it actually is really good for your overall well-being too, not just mentally, for stress relief. All right, and my next kind of obvious way to de-stress is baths. I used to be an avid bath taker, and now I usually take them actually, yeah, pretty often, like maybe every other day, because I take them on days where I don't wash my hair, and I wash my hair every other day. So I love this because I just pour this into the bath and let it foam up, and I just sit in there. Either I have my bath tray and I read my book, or I just chill in there. If I've had like a really long day at work and I don't want to like entertain anybody on my phone or anything, I just will go in there and just sit there by myself. But this is the Dr. Teal's Pink Himalayan Foaming Bath. You saw me pick this up in my Ulta haul. You can get these at Ulta, but they are a very affordable brand that you can find at the drugstore. This one particularly is Restore and Replenish. It has pink Himalayan salt and orange essential oil, and it smells very nice. Like, I've tried the eucalyptus one, I've tried the lavender one. My goal is to try every variety of this because they're so inexpensive. Like, you just genuinely feel so relaxed when you use this, and it does foam up really nicely. I really like this because it incorporates Epsom salt in addition to just having like a foaming bath. So this has everything. You don't need to buy salt, you don't need to pour in essential oils. It's got all of that in here. It's great, and baths are just amazing. Like, they're just so amazing. I can't live without baths personally. All right, and now to my not so in your face methods of stress relief. I personally cannot live without my foam roller. It's just this round foam roller that you just roll on. Very self-explanatory. My roommate actually from my freshman year of college got me this as a birthday gift, and it works wonders, not just when you have sore muscles or not just when your muscles hurt, but this is great for me personally. Every night before I go to bed, I lay out my yoga mat, which actually is already laid out, and I will just roll my back between my shoulder blades, just places where you don't know there are knots or you don't know there's like in your face pain until you roll on this. Rolling before bed helps stretch out my muscles. It helps me feel more relaxed before I go to bed. And fun fact, actually, last night I didn't use this roller before I went to bed, and I had a hard time falling asleep. And I've been using this consistently for a few weeks now, and I never really had that problem until last night. Like, that's the only thing I can think of that I did differently. So makes me think like it's not so much a gimmick after all. So yeah, this is really good stuff. But in addition to foam rolling before I go to bed, I do a little bit of yoga, not like sun salutations or anything like that, but just a few cat-cows, a few deep breathing routines, and child's pose is like my favorite restorative pose ever. I do that before I go to bed, and it really kind of helps me unwind before I go to bed. And if you need a little bit more of a boost, this calming pillow spray or any kind of pillow mist is really, really nice. It just sprays like this, and this one has eucalyptus and mint, and it says it relieves muscles and enhances the mind. And I do agree. I love this scent. I don't like to spray it too closely to my pillow just because I don't want those chemicals directly on my face. I just ate some. But I'll do like a light wash, like all over my pillows or all over my bed, like really high up, and just let it gradually fall. So I kind of have like that ambiance, and I kind of have like that general vibe, like caressing me, so to speak, in the air. All right, one of my favorite things is something that you may feel like, what, really? But it is a coloring book. This is amazing. This is a portable Color Me stress-free book. 70 coloring templates to unplug and unwind. It's a Zen coloring book. And you can find a bunch of these anywhere, basically, like Michael's, a craft store, Barnes & Noble. I got this one off Amazon, but it has like so many different like things. I colored this one recently. I colored this one, and I did, let's see, the other one that I did. My most recent one that I did. But I love this book because it has different categories. Like, they have different templates for like disorganization, relationships, finances, work, health, time, and they kind of give you different templates to color and just take your mind off things. So I'll do this when I get home from work. If I'm watching TV, if I'm watching YouTube, I'll do this in the background, and I love it. It's so fun, and like, don't knock it till you try it. Like, you don't have to be a kid to enjoy coloring books. Like, genuinely, they are just so fun and amazing. And that brings me to my next most obvious thing. Watching TV, watching YouTube. Like, personally, I am obsessed. I have cable, but honestly, I don't really even watch cable. I just mostly stick to my shows on Netflix, which basically the only one that I watch on repeat is Friends, because Friends is like my miracle show. I've mentioned that in my 40 Facts About Me video, which I'll link down below if you haven't seen it. And also just YouTube, like beauty YouTube, which is what got me inspired to do this in the first place. Like Kathleen Lights, I love her so much. You guys already know, I'm sure, but I'm obsessed with her. Like, I literally am. I will watch her videos on repeat, like on repeat. Just kind of alternate through a bunch of these different YouTubers, but lately for the past few months, it's been all about Kathleen. Turn on the TV, play something in the background, listen, watch, do whatever you want. It's all good. And also reading books. that's something that I really like doing. I actually just finished on my iPad reading The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Manson, and I really liked that book a lot. He says it's like a counterintuitive approach to living a really good life, and I do agree. A lot of the examples and a lot of the, you know, adages and, you know, anecdotes that he provides are very, you know, kind of hard hitting, and they're like things that you're like, ding, 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 like I never thought of it that way until you said it. But really, really good stuff. And I have a bunch of fiction books that I have purchased that I need to start reading, but there's something so gratifying about reading a hard copy, like a tangible book, but for me, it's just not super practical. I don't know. I have them. I'm gonna start reading them. But anyway, books and books. Always a good move to have books in your collection. All right, 2 more things. I think I briefly mentioned once that I got a guitar for my 16th birthday. Here she is, right here. She's a Yamaha 6-string acoustic little baby. And she's a little bit beat up because I used to just bring her everywhere with me, and I banged her up a lot because she's wood and she's pretty fragile. I have to confess, I don't break up my guitar as much as I used to, which is really weird because I don't have my piano here and normally be like one or the other, but I really do love this guitar. Any kind of guitar. I think playing guitar, playing any kind of instrument really helps me kind of unwind, because music is one of those things that truly has no filter. So I believe it has the power to penetrate your mood and lift your soul regardless of how you're feeling. And you can't like let it not, you know, like it just kind of does it on its own. And that's one of the most amazing things about music, in my opinion. It's why I've been an avid fan, consumer, as well as my own little musician in my spare time. Just love like picking up my guitar and playing cover songs. And trust me, if you're going through a hard situation like a breakup, or you know your boss is being an asshole at work, or you're just having a really hard time, if you just pick up your guitar and find a song that matches your mood and you just play it, like it is one of the most cathartic feelings in the entire world. It is so powerful. It's so amazing. I genuinely just love it, and I can't live without my guitar. All right. Last, but certainly not least, I want to talk about one of my most favoritist, helpfulest, I know those aren't words, but one of my tried and true stress relief remedies. At home in LA, I have a cat named Moo. She's just not here right now. She's with my parents in LA. But when I moved to Vegas, my boyfriend and I decided to get a dog named Maple, as you may have seen. Maple! Come here, baby! Hi! Come here! Hi, sweetie! Oh, anyway, you want to talk about stress relief? Ooh. This is the ultimate stress relief. Dogs truly love you in ways that not cats don't love you, that humans don't love you. Like, their love is just genuinely so, it's just so amazing and so heartwarming, and I just love her so much. I love her to death. I love her like beyond. I know a lot of you guys with dogs or pets can understand where I'm coming from, but I just love her. Alright guys, and that completes this video of my favorite ways to de-stress. Let me know what your favorite way to de-stress is. As I said in my intro, like I'd love to look into it because I'm always looking for new ways to kind of relax and rejuvenate at the end of the day or whenever. But yeah, oh, painting my nails is another great way I de-stress. I don't know why like I didn't mention that, but yeah, there's another bonus for you. It's naive to say like, oh, life is all sunshine and giggles, and I'm sure none of you think that. I know we all go through hard times and rough days and bad days, but all of these different ways are really great ways that I have found to truly help me. So hopefully maybe they help you. And yeah, that's it for this time, you guys. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.